Hey, what's up, everybody? Commissioner Ace Coach 704 here on the live show, which I did not promote. So I'm gonna post it, but I'm sorry I forgot to promote. But every Tuesday night, it's PEL Live, and it's no exception tonight, even though I'm running on fumes. Started a new part-time job at the YMCA, and they put me in the sports department. So what I get to do for right now is go to basketball games, or not get. Well, yeah, there's games on Saturdays, and then there's practices during the week, and then on Tuesday nights they do open gym. So I get to go to open gym tonight, and they got all these kids and a couple of adults sprinkled in, and they're playing basketball, and everybody thinks they're Steph Curry, and it's just the worst thing you ever seen. But yeah, it's an exciting venture. It's probably going to get me about 15 hours a week, at a whopping $9 an hour, so that comes to about $250 every 2 weeks, which probably ain't enough for this wedding, but whatever, it's something to do. So I'm still looking for something else. So I say all that to kill time, but now we're going to get started. Now I see one person is watching on the show I did not promote. So first off, let's kind of review the division races. We'll start with the AFC North. Of course, you got the Steelers and the Browns. I see the Steelers lost, so I'm assuming the Browns won today. So that does keep the Browns in, of course, playoff contention. But the Steelers do have the division locked up. That's why you see the Y beside their name at 13-2. Browns at 11-4. Of course, will be a prime wild card contender. Ravens and Bengals are out of it, and I think both of them are ready for the off season. Well, Bengals are still playing hard, but I know the Ravens are ready for the off season, as he has badmouthed his team several times. I just hope you're active in the off season to make them better. Moving forward, AFC South. Oh, now we see some separation from the last show. The Titans at 9-6 are in a good spot to win the division and make the playoffs. And I can't remember if this is the first time that Cody has made the playoffs or not, but it's a good job by him this season. And you can see he's won 5 in a row. And that's been the big difference. The Colts couldn't get hot, and the Jags and Texans are on losing streaks. So you get hot at the right time, you're able to get into the playoffs, and that's where Cody will be this season, with a home game in the first round. So see, Cody says, yes, unfortunately it is. But no, I mean, we've seen it before with other guys that stick with it and progress. They get better, and it's a good thing that you got to that point and you're able to partake in the postseason, which is an awesome thing. No one else really has wild card aspirations. The Colts kind of had a tough year, and the Jags and Texans, of course, had some tough years, especially the Jags. They had a lot of talent on that team. That things did not go right for them this year. And Texans been dealing with some things with the family. Hope you're feeling better. And, we all send our PEL prayers out to you and your daughter for sure. AFC East. Well, we got Heavy and the Dolphins at 9-4-1. He's going to win the division. The Patriots had to step away, unfortunately, and I hate it because this is the best year he's had in a long time. He, posted in the chat about his divorce situation, and he's got to take some time away to focus on that. I've been through that same process, and it is not fun, and it is very time consuming, and you go through a number of emotions. So, definitely respect that. The Jets at 6-8 can finish 8-8 and get into second if they really want to, but it's not really a big deal. And then myself at 3-11. We came back and we won against hell, I can't even remember who I beat now. But then these last two games, I'm out of rhythm and playing some young guys and trying to mix them in. And when they get in, they keep fucking up. So my patience is wearing thin, but there's only 2 games left, so I'm going to stick with them. And then in the off season, we'll make some decisions. But, we're not playing bad, but just had some bad lucks and playing some tough opponents. So it's all good. So Frank will win this division. And the AFC West, Deontay at 13-2 is going to win that. You see the Y beside his name. And then the Chiefs at 9-5 are a prime wild card contender. Broncos at 7-8. I think they're out of it now. Those last 2 losses kind of knocked them out, but they were in contention for a little while. And then Jerome and the Raiders, and the beat goes on. So, to summarize the AFC, we got the Steelers and Chargers at the 1 and 2 seeds, and that's pretty defined. Just don't know who the 1 seed is going to be between those two. And then we've got the Dolphins as the AFC East leader at number 3, and the Titans at 9-6 are the AFC South leader at number 4. Current wild cards are the Browns at 11-4 and the Chiefs at 9-5, and that's what it's going to be because, like I said, the Patriots are out of it, and now the Broncos are not in a place to catch anybody. So those are your playoff teams that are pretty much established in the AFC. Steelers, Chargers going for the top 2 seeds. They'll have buys. Dolphins right now is the 3. Titans as the 4. Browns as the 5. And Chiefs as the 6. Alright, so that's pretty much settled. Let's jump over to the NFC divisions. NFC North. We have the Lions. So the Lions beat the Vikings earlier. That puts them at 12-3. Vikings in a prime wild card spot at 11-4. Packers 8-6. Might be tough for them to get in based on the other divisional standings. I think there'll be some teams ahead of them for the second wild card spot, but we'll see. And then the Bears at 3-11, showing some improvement, but I know he got busy, had to take a couple of sim losses. Hopefully they'll continue to build in Chicago, and they'll have another high draft pick. NFC South, we got the Falcons at 8-6, Bucks 7-7, Saints 5-9, and the Panthers are pretty much given up, 0-14. Saints at 5-9. Not enough time for them to win the division, so their season is pretty much wrapped up. So it's a 2-team race between the Falcons and the Buccaneers. We'll take a look probably next. Well, I might do a special playoff show before next week to see how that race shapes up. But 1 game separates them. If the Bucks do have the tiebreaker, it would definitely help since they are behind 1 game. But maybe they have 1 game left. I don't know. We'd have to take a look. NFC East, we have the Eagles at 11-4, the Giants 8-6, 2-team race that's pretty much settled. Theoretically, well, no, because the Eagles won at 11-4, so they're going to win the division. They have the Y beside their name. Giants outside wild card chance. We'll look at in a second. Cowboys and Skins are out of it, and actually the Cowboys are on auto the rest of the year, and the Skins have to do some retooling in the off season. You guys that are gonna, that are out of it, you need to be active in the off season. If you're not active in the off season, that is the time I'm going to replace you. And I'll tell you now, it's going to be during the re-sign period. If I don't see you re-signing guys or trying to make moves through transactions, I'm going to open it up to people, because that's the time you rebuild your team in the framework that you want to make them look. And you go and sign free agents. You make good draft picks. If you're not active then, I cut you a break towards the end of the season. But if you're not active then, in the re-sign period, I'm going to move on. And, one of the things that, you'll learn about me is I don't care about having a full league. I care about activity. And Activity makes a good league, and we gotta have it. And you're just sitting there holding on to a team. I'm not just gonna have a full league and not have people doing stuff. So that's just the word to the wise for mainly the new guys, because you other guys know how it rolls here. NFC West, we got the Levi's 49ers at 15-0, Seahawks at 10-5, and the Cardinals 9-5. I know, congratulations to Levi for being undefeated. I did say in the chat it wasn't a big deal, but no, I'm just playing. It takes a lot to avoid the Madden BS. Be 15-0, so congratulations on that. Seahawks and Cardinals are good spots for the wild card, but let's analyze it a little deeper through the conference standings. So we know the 49ers will be the 1 seed. Right now, the Lions would be the 2 seed. Eagles the 3 seed. And the Falcons would be the 4 seed for now in the NFC South. Your wild card teams are the Vikings at 11-4. And the Seahawks at 10-5, but you got the Cardinals at 9-5, Giants at 8-6, Packers 8-6, hanging on by a thread. They need help and they need to win to have a shot at those wild card positions, because they're a game out. A game and a half out, because they hadn't played yet this week, of the Seahawks, who have the second wild card position in the NFC for now. So Cardinals, Giants, Packers are all in contention for that second wild card spot. So that's the NFC and how it breaks down. Let's take a look at some award leaders based on the season so far. This is the yearly awards we're looking at. Of course, fucking Brad Kaya in the lead for league MVP once again. Unbelievable. And then you see the other contenders right there. Coach of the year, of course, Kyle Shanahan, deservedly so. And you see the other contenders that don't have a chance. AFC Player of the Year, Melvin Gordon, no surprise. Jeremiah Tachu, the Chargers must have a lot of sacks. Tarek Porsche, he's the Browns quarterback. I remember him from the draft. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year, this is Dawan Edebali. That's probably some sim stats right there for him. And Porsche, best quarterback in the conference. Oh, Lord. Okay. I saw that thing about Mariota's numbers. He must be pretty good to be at number 2, so that's a good job. Gordon, best running back, no surprise. Ty Marius Drake Aubrey, best receiver. Okay, that's a little bit of surprise, but I did see him on some stats the other day, so he must be using them pretty well. Best OL, Big Batonio with the Browns. Best DL, Andre Stevens-Howling, a former Bill who was in the trade with Vontaze Burfict a couple years ago. I knew he was going to develop well. He already had a great power move with a good strength and block shade combination. So I'm not surprised. I know y'all said something about the Bengals leading the league in sacks. Y'all got to get him out of that damn aggressive rush, man. Someone's playing him and not damn trying to fake hike him and get him out of that. That's the only way this shit is happening. Y'all got to be smarter. Come on, man. Best linebacker, Miles Jack, no surprise there. Best DB, Bennett Goodwin, no surprise there with the Steelers. And the best kicker, Zach Wang. What a name. Great job, Cody. NFC. Brad Kaya, of course, no surprise. Aaron Lynch. Well, the 49ers got the top 2. Very good defense out there. Rayshawn Jacobs. I have no idea what he plays, but good job, Eagles. And Blair Sim stats. This quarterback is Brad Kaya. Best running back, of course, Lions lead Hadnot. Good Lord. Kenny Galladay, best receiver, Lions. Jerry Carrier, best OL for the 49ers. Look at the Niners O-line. Good Lord. Jeez. Good job. Justin Houston, best D lineman for the Seahawks. Old man still getting it done. Proves that veterans still have value in Madden. Oscar Flanagan, of course, best linebacker. Kendrick Lamar, best DB for the Vikings. Okay. Yeah. Dustin Hopkins, best kicker for the 49ers. Good job to all you guys named on the awards there. All right. Let's finish it up by reviewing some games that have been played. Oh, Bengals with an upset win over the Eagles, 28-21. And let's see what really caused that to happen. 4 turnovers by the Eagles. Big reason why I'm sure that happened. I told y'all the Bengals is a good player. In the league that I was in, he's one of the best in there. So doesn't surprise me to see that. I think next year he's really going to take off. Browns with that big win over the Steelers, 21-13. And he held the Steelers down to 3 points for 3 quarters before the Steelers tried to mount a little something in the fourth. And I'll tell you, 38 rushing yards. I played the Steelers last week, and keeping Le'Veon Bell to that number is really impressive. And then he was able to run for 182. My damn guy couldn't run for damn 25. And then he did this with 3 turnovers. And he didn't force any turnovers. That makes that win even more impressive. That's great defense on the Browns' part right there. Excellent job. Cody with a win over the Texans, 30-14. Not many yards gained by Cody. 6 turnovers. That's why. That's why. Obviously, that's the big difference right there. He made the most of those turnovers and took the foot off the gas. I can see that in the fourth, and the Texans were able to score 2 touchdowns. So, good job to Cody on that winning streak and keeping it going. Very good game. Lions defeated the Vikings 28-27. The Vikings got off to a hot start, up 14-0, and then the Lions roared back with a big second quarter, 21 points. And you see it was a dogfight the rest of the way there. So good job for the Lions to pull that out on the road and get the advantage in that division. Well played game, not many turnovers. Let's see the red zone difference. 3 touchdowns in the red zone for the Lions. Only 2 field goals on the red zone for the Vikings. So getting points in the red zone, big difference in winning close games, and that's what happened here in this NFC North battle. And we got the 49ers over the Seahawks 23-6. Off to a great start, led 16-0 at the half, and then pretty much kind of put it on cruise for the win. Did not get a lot of offensive yardage, though. 2 really good defenses here in the PEL, and it's shown right there. Neither one getting the 200 yards of offense. But the Seahawks were a little careless with the ball, 3 turnovers, and creating short fields for the 49ers. And that's a big reason why they were able to win this game, 23-6. But an old school battle right there between those 2 teams. And we got another good game. The Chargers defeating the Broncos 17-15. The Broncos are playing better. I think to push to that next level, they need a little more offensive firepower with some speed. I think that would push them to the next level. But Deontay's able to pull out another close game like he always does. 4 turnovers by the Broncos really hurt them. Of course, you can't do that against good teams, and Deontay's one of the best players. Both really efficient in the red zone, though, but this pretty much knocked the Broncos out of the playoffs, and the Chargers are in the contention for a number 1 seed in the AFC. And I see Levi shared that Beathard got hurt in that game. Well, I've had damn Jim Kelly get hurt the last 2 games. I've been trying to win with damn Brock Osweiler, so I feel your pain. All right. That's it for the live show this week. 20 minutes. Well, I'm trying to keep them a little shorter so people don't fall asleep on me. Appreciate you guys watching. If you don't catch it live, please watch on the replay. Next week we'll have more. I think we'll be in the playoffs by then. We may have a special playoff show coming up week 17. But it seems like things are pretty much settled, definitely in the AFC. NFC has some things to shake out, but we'll see who wins games, and we'll see if it's worthy of trying to do a breakdown show or not. But thanks for your support, guys. We appreciate it, and thanks for watching.